So my unpopular opinion this week. Welcome to Antisocial Commentary. My name is Chris Agnew, and I just want to start this podcast by saying, how about them Redskins? How about them Redskins? Took it to the Cowboys this week. Took it to Dak, Nutsack Prescott, and the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Redskins? HTTR. Hail to the Redskins. Honestly, if we lose the rest of the season out, I'm not going to be happy. However, when you beat the Cowboys as a Redskins fan, the rest of the season is just totally different. And it feels amazing to get a victory, especially because a lot of people counted us out. A lot of people thought that after coming off of that Jaguars win, that the Cowboys looked like they were finally going to be the team that everybody thought they were in. Ha! HTTR, nigga. Let's go Redskins. And next time Mia is on the podcast, she will be wearing this hat. She is actually a Cowboys fan. So that's unfortunate for her. But it is time we pop the celebratory bottles. I'm going to pop a bottle of Mountain Dew Ice Cherry. I never had this before. So let's get a sip of this in victory, in celebration, if you will, of the best team in the NFC East getting a victory. Future NFC East champions, hopefully future NFC champions, hopefully future Super Bowl champions. I'm not going to jump out the window and just say that I expect to hit the Super Bowl. I'm not one of those type of fans that's delusional. I know we have a lot of gaps in our team, and it starts with the coaching. I know that we may not have Super Bowl level coaching, but a nigga can dream, goddammit. So let's take our a celebratory sip of that bubbly. That has a cough syrupy-like taste. Mountain Dew, y'all might have swung and missed with this one. But I'm not going to let that get me down. Cowboys, y'all played a tough game. I would be lying if I said that towards the end I didn't think that we were going to lose. The Cowboys had all the momentum. And it's something about the Redskins play calling in the second half. I think they get too conservative and, no risk, no reward, I guess. So, but I just wanted to start the podcast off by saying, how about them Redskins? Special shout out to Robert Hayden. Special shout out to Jamal Sealant Devon Green. Special shout out to Charles White. Special shout out to Lorian DJ Spoon Witherspoon. Shout out to who else is unfortunate enough to be a Cowboys fan that I know? Shout out to my nigga Mario, don't know your last name. Shout out to the security guard at my job. Every time we walk out, he's talking about them bum ass Cowboys. Shout out to who else I know that's a Cowboys fan. I mean, of course, y'all don't know who any of these people are, but I don't care. I'm gonna have my celebratory sip. And we can get into this podcast. I don't think I forgot. I want to give a super special shout out to the person that probably means the most out of all the people I just named to me. The future mother of my children, maybe. The future person that will be carrying my last name, maybe. I say maybe because this shout out might prevent all that. Me and I just want to let you know that, man, as much as we go through the ups and downs, this is probably our biggest up. I'm just saying, Cowboys losing to the Redskins, the house is definitely going to be better. That's all I got to say. The house is a better place when we win. That's all I'm saying. So, let's get into the podcast. And I just wanted to start the podcast off, well, I won't say start it off, but the first actual topic I want to get into is something that I saw on Instagram, and it kind of sparked a conversation, and it was a post, and I'll put it on the screen for y'all to see this. This got 28,634 likes at the time of this recording. Also got 1,600 comments from what it looks like. And the post says this: Saw a husband tonight trade his plate of food with his wife because she liked what he ordered. Sorry, my phone went black. Saw a husband tonight trade his plate of food with his wife because she liked what he ordered better, and that's the kind of marriage I want. Now, where do we start on this? This shit pissed me off. Cause if anybody that I'm with thinks that for 1 minute that whatever I ordered is getting traded with what you ordered, you are smoking the shermiest of sherm. Because first off, let's start here. If I gave you my plate after you made a mistake and decided to get something else, what did you learn? You didn't learn from your mistake. You just learned that I'm gonna come and fix all your mistakes, and that's not how life works. Like, and what type of person are you to know that your food is subpar, and knowing that you truly knowing that I have the better plate of food, and you want to give that to me? What kind of shit is that? That is that. Now, see, that's when I gotta draw a line. Men, we have to start drawing a line somewhere. Like, we are being just thrown to the side. Men, when do we draw the line? Like, I get it. You make sacrifices, but that's intense. That's a big sacrifice. Because honestly, truly, there's very few things that men truly want out of a relationship or out of life. There's very few things that we want out of life. We want to be comfortable. We may or may not want money. Some men want money, some men don't. But either way, we need money. So of course we're gonna at some point want it. We need a place to sleep. We may need a car or two. And when I say or two, that's when it starts going into a want. We don't really need multiple cars. We need sex from now and then, now and again. I'd be lying if I said we didn't need sex. But all in all, we need to be able to eat what we want, when we want, and how we want. Men very, very seldom ask for much out of that. And food is probably number one on the list of things that we wish we had. And for you to take my plate of food, knowing that yours was subpar of some standard, what is wrong with you? See, I know a lot of you are saying, like, that's the gentleman thing to do, is give your lady her food and your food and eat hers. That's what a gentleman does. But I feel like, fuck that. No. Like, when we keep making rules for what makes somebody gentleman-like. Like, I think a gentleman thing to do would be to open a car door, pull a chair back, open any door when she walks in, compliment her, listen to her vent. Those are gentlemanly things to do. Now, what's not gentlemanly is things that are just foolish. For example, historically, people have always said that if it's raining outside and there's a puddle, you put your coat down and your girl walks across it. The fuck does that? That makes zero sense. You know, and I'll tell you why it makes zero sense. I'm gonna put that wet jacket back on, and this is why the fuck. And we wonder why women live longer than men, because we're too busy being gentlemen and fucking dying. That's why. We was being gentlemen and working in the coal mines for hundreds of years, or going to war for hundreds of years, and then while meanwhile y'all at home wishing that we were there so y'all can swap plates with us. Fuck that. No, absolutely not. I draw the line at the swapping the plate. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I will swap plates if I just happen to think that what you have is better than what I have. And if you think that what I have is better than what you have, then we can do a swap. That's cool. We can do a swap. But we can't keep changing what a gentleman is. Because, let's be real, Are we adding to what makes somebody more ladylike? I think not. What makes people more ladylike is changing more and more every day. So when I say changing more and more, I mean it's we're not adding to what's making somebody more ladylike. We're taking things away. We're adding more things to being a gentleman. No, fuck that. I'm not swiping my plate with you. Absolutely not. I'm not doing it. And I'm not going to allow I'm not going to allow myself to buy another plate of food as well. Like if you like, oh, I don't want this, let me order something else. If the restaurant doesn't let you do a fair swap, then fuck that. You're not getting something else. You're going to sit there and suffer and eat whatever you got on that plate because you ordered that. And let's be real. Women, y'all will sit there and look at every goddamn thing on that menu thoroughly. And I'm sitting here, I knew what I was going to order before we even got to the restaurant. Like, if it's a restaurant I've been to or if it's a restaurant I have not been to, I am looking at the menu on my phone before we even leave the house. So I know what I'm ordering. Now, we spend an additional 20 minutes waiting on you to go through every fucking drink on there, every goddamn piece of food, every appetizer, every salad, every soup, every goddamn thing that's there. And for you to order something and not know that what I got was going to be better, I think it's just absolutely foolish, and you deserve to eat that nasty ass plate that you got. And if you don't finish it, we will be wrapping it up, and that will be your leftovers for tomorrow. And I'm not buying you another plate because are you financially illiterate, bitch? I'm not buying you something else because you made a mistake. That's not how this works. No. That is, we're not allowed. When is society going to say enough is enough? Fellas, we have had enough. And I'm not saying that women don't go through shit. We're not saying that at all. However, we're talking about men and being gentlemen and allowing these females to get away with murder. And I know I'm going on a rant, but that post really pissed me off because I'm not going to swap plates with you. I refuse to do it. But on that same note, I can actually talk about what my parents used to do. And the pretty cute thing they used to do. And this didn't matter where they went. Either it was a fast food or a nice restaurant. They would both pick out something on the menu that they both wanted to eat. So, say my dad wanted some chicken, my mom wanted some ribs. My mom would get the full rack of ribs, my dad would get the chicken, and they would slice the ribs in half, and they would cut the chicken in half, and swap and share what each other had. You know, that's cool. We made an agreement as a couple that we're going to share something here. That's cool. But if I order the steak, you order the lobster, my steak come out looking buttery delicious, and your lobster kind of dry, and you're like, I'm really not feeling the lobster. First off, bitch, you got the most expensive thing on the menu. What the fuck's wrong with you? Second off, bitch, my steak is going into my stomach. I'm not eating your nasty ass lobster if you don't want the lobster. That was your mistake. You have to sit in that. You sit in that mistake. So it just bothers me that we are changing what a gentleman is. And since we're on the topic, I hate when people are like, well, how come men aren't gentlemen anymore? The fuck cause if we open the door for you, that's sexist. But if we don't swap our plate of food with you, we're being an asshole. So it's a confusing time. The only reason that there's not gentlemen anymore is because y'all not fucking looking. We're gentlemen all the time. Y'all just don't know. You know the most gentlemanly thing men do on a daily basis? We sit there and listen to everything you got to say. Whether if it's positive, negative, whatever. We talk about your whole goddamn day, all of your feelings. We don't get that opportunity to speak about our feelings. We do get to speak about our feelings as long as our feelings don't hurt your feelings. If our feelings hurt your feelings, then we're not going to continue having that conversation about our feelings. And you might say to yourself, oh, that's not fair, whatever. But girls, I'm going to tell you a secret. If we told y'all how we really felt about stuff, y'all would definitely not stay with us. Like, like if we see you and your friends going out and for sure your best friend looks better than you, we feel that she looks better than you, and it would be a lie if we didn't say something. It's a lie by omission if we didn't say that. So we don't say that, but technically we are lying to you because we had a thought and we weren't completely open with you. So, and especially if you ask, like, oh, did I look cute? I mean, yeah, but not as cute as fucking Bethany. But of course, we're not gonna say that. And I know there's ladies saying some. Well, we think the same thing about you and your friends. How can you make as much money as your friends? Look, okay. So the fuck what? You may have that thought, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, men aren't allowed to talk about our feelings like y'all are allowed to talk about y'all feelings, because our feelings have to match how you feel in order for those feelings to come through. I can't tell you how many arguments I've had with current, ex, past people that you tell them how you feel about something, and if it doesn't align with how they feel, instantly you're an asshole. And I don't get it. I really don't. Moving right along. I did also want to address something I saw on social media this weekend. That was Ashanti actually. News broke that she had only sold 24 tickets to a certain concert, and she's been getting a lot of ridicule and a lot of people. I don't know, backlash or fanfare or whatever you want to say about this. And honestly, me personally, my take on that is, I think more than anything, congrats, Ashanti, that you got 24 people to come to your concert. I personally am actually surprised that 24 people were willing to spend their hard-earned money to go see an Ashanti concert. Somebody that hasn't had a hit this decade. I mean, more power to you. You got 24, and from my understanding, it was at an actual college. So you got 24 college-age people to come buy your tickets. Bitch, when the last time you had a hit, those kids were probably, what, 4, maybe 5? They weren't listening to Ashanti back then. So, I mean, a win is a win. You gotta take a win. If I was Ashanti, I'm taking that as a win. Because I don't know if she would have been able to get 24 people like that were her actual fans. So, you know, the fact that you were able to get 24 people that didn't grow up on your music, you know, more power to you. This does, however, bring up a couple months ago. I don't know if y'all remember when Ashanti was performing and somebody was like making it rain on her on the like they were on the not on the dance floor but on the front row of the concert, and they're making it rain on her, and she stopped the music, stopped the concert, and I think she kicked the dude out because she felt like he was being disrespectful. In hindsight, I think that you probably didn't make the best financial decision. Who'd have known that fast forward a few months later that, you know, that dude would be the one that paid for basically that whole concert that you sold out, or not even sold out, sold in those 24 tickets. It looks like that dude pretty much bought what that entire concert probably earned you, or would have earned you. So, you know, you gotta start taking your wins when you get it. That's all I gotta say. But that does bring up the question, is Ashanti a legend? Is she? She has hits. No, I'm not going to disagree with that. But I saw a lot of people saying, like, how dare, I can't remember what college it was, but insert college name here, how dare they not support the legend that is Ashanti. I just want to point out that, and I just want to make sure I get the numbers right. I'm pretty sure Ashanti and Beyonce are the same age. I just want to take a look, but I think they're at least like close in age. Let's see, Beyonce is currently she's 38. No. Currently she's 37. Excuse me. So let's look. And shut up, Beehive. I know the Beehive's in there. Yeah, shut up, I'm not fucking age. And fuck you. I don't care. I'm sitting around knowing Beyonce's goddamn birthday. I barely know mine. Fuck up. And Ashanti is 38. So Beyonce's 37, Ashanti's 38. I have a hard time saying that Ashanti is a legend when her career is pretty much over. For the sake of gaining new fans, it's pretty much done. She's not like, she might get another hit one day, so I'm not gonna just count her completely out. But Beyonce continues to elevate. Beyonce hasn't hit her ceiling. Ashanti's done hit her ceiling, and now has bounced off that ceiling and is now in her basement. Only selling 24 tickets again, which I thought was actually pretty amazing. For Ashanti at least. So I have a hard time saying is Ashanti a legend, because I don't see that type of stuff happening to Beyonce like ever. I'm pretty sure Gladys Knight probably sells more than 24 tickets. Hell, R. Kelly sells more than 24 tickets, and he does smash half the preschool, and people still go to his concerts. The point I'm making is, can we really call you a legend though? I mean, you had hits, you had a good run, but I'm having a hard time saying legend. I'm having a hard time. I don't know. Somebody let me know, because I can't talk. So something else that happened this week that was big news was the Lakers and the Rockets got into I should say Chris Paul and Rondo got into a fight with a little bit of Ingram jumping in there. Brandon Ingram jumping into the melee this weekend. As a Rockets fan and as a LeBron supporter, I honestly have a few opinions on the matter. I thought, one, this is good for basketball. I know a lot of people don't think that type of stuff is good for the sport, but let's be real. You're going to tune in. Next time the Lakers and the Rockets play, you're tuning in. Just because you want to see if they're going to fight. We know they're not, but we want to see what's going to happen. I personally thought the fight itself was pretty funny. It wasn't something where it was like, oh my god, that's disgusting, like the Pistons and Pacers brawl. I can see why you would think that was disgusting. I personally thought the Pistons and Pacers brawl was pretty funny. For the longest time, I think it was like 14 when it happened, about to be 15, I think, maybe a little younger than that, 13 going on 14. I don't remember. But I know that we had it on our DVR. TiVo actually. This is when TiVo had really just really started getting popping, I guess. And we had it on our TiVo for the longest time. We had Dish Network at the time, and we switched over to DirecTV. And that was the one thing I hated, was that we didn't have the Pistons and Pacers fight still saved to the TiVo. So I was a big fan of the Pistons and Pacers fight. But as far as this fight goes, it's a nice little fight. A lot of people saying Rondo got the better of CP3, but I really look at that. Go back and look at that fight. It looked like CP3 might have handled Rondo. If you look at the end, it looked like CP3 had that boy handed up. And on top of that, he got Brandon Ingram big ass throwing haymakers that really wasn't making no hay. Big as shit missing punches. And a lot of people made a big deal about LeBron, pulling his boy to the side instead of his teammate. That one's kind of hard. There is no, in my opinion, there is no wrong way to go with that. CP3 is your man's. I'm pretty sure you were in his wedding or he was in your wedding or something like that. So that's your man's, like your man's, that's your boy. When basketball is over with, y'all still gonna be friends. So, but I understand you gotta play with Rondo, and that's somebody that you're trying to win a championship with. But sometimes things are bigger than basketball, and I think making sure your friend doesn't get his ass whooped or knocked the fuck out on national TV might be bigger. There was no wrong way to go in my opinion. If he goes and pulls Rondo away, good for you. If you go and pull CP3 away, good for you as well. I don't think there was nothing wrong with that. But my biggest takeaway from that, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I am trading James Harden. This happened on Friday night. I'm trading him Saturday morning. I am making calls across the league, and I tell you what, if you watch the fight, Brandon Ingram pushes. I can't even think of his name right now. I fucking hate him, man. As a Rockets fan, I've never been a fan of James Harden, and we can go and get into that in a minute. But he pushes James Harden, and James Harden, instead of pushing back or getting his face or at least talking shit, this nigga looks around and tries to find a ref. Like, this is what you do, James Harden? This is what you do? Like, that type of mentality is not going to win any championships. If you want to win a championship, you have to be a star, like ice cold killer. You have to be willing. Like even Steph Curry, moist booty ass, will get in someone's face or show some type of emotion. Like James Harden, that was some of the softest behavior I've ever seen in my life. And you have a history of soft behavior. If we can recall, if y'all remember when he caught that Ron Artest elbow in OKC, he got knocked the fuck out. I don't put and especially because he wasn't expecting it. I don't fault him for that. But the next time I saw Artest, nigga, you have to see me. We have to have a conversation, and we have to have a physical conversation. If you understand what I'm saying, win or lose, you have to see me. And James Harden doesn't possess that type of mentality. Like, you don't have that alpha mentality that you need to have to win a championship. And I have personally always felt that way about James Harden. As a Rockets fan, I feel like he's overpaid. He doesn't play defense. When we first got him, he was a sixth man. In my opinion, he hadn't proven himself to be someone that is worth that high dollar contract that he got. I mean, of course, fast forward to where we are now. Yeah, he's an MVP, but we're not going to win a championship with James Harden. Not with James Harden being our alpha. If we get someone else that can take the role of being the head. Like if we would have got LeBron in this free agency, we have a better shot. But and that's to prove that point, when CP3 goes down in the Western Conference Finals last year, what you thought James Harden was going to win Game 7? No, absolutely not. James Harden is not a killer, and you need to be a killer if you're going to be the leader of a team. And I just don't think he possesses that. So after seeing when Ingram pushed him, and you didn't even have to, at the very least, do that fake tough guy stuff where you get all you talk loud and wait for your crew to come push you back. You can't even do that. Like, you want me to follow you into battle and you're not even man enough to handle your own battle? No, fuck that. I'm trading him Saturday morning. I'm putting him on the trading block. That's what I'm doing if I'm a GM. It may not be the best financial move, and it may not be the best move currently, and the team definitely gets worse without James Harden. But in the future, you set yourself up for future title chances much better without James Harden. And of course, we'll talk about this in July. But I don't think James Harden, definitely not this season, but I don't think James Harden is ever going to lead the Rockets to a championship with what I saw on Friday night. And that's just my opinion. So switching gears, and this is going to be a more serious topic. If you know anything about me, I am a wrestling fan. I am big WWE fan. I won't say I'm a wrestling fan because I stay informed on on a little bit of the independent scene, but not as much as some other people will do. I grew up on WWE, so that's where my home base is. And a guy that I am a actual fan of. I'm not one of those people that actually booed him because he didn't get the push he got the push that everybody thought that should go to Daniel Bryan or CM Punk or whoever you thought should get the push. But this week Roman Reigns actually announced that he's been battling he overcame leukemia 11 years ago and it's been in remission since he was, I think he said 22, 24. I can't remember what he said. It doesn't necessarily matter. He had it for 11 years and it's come back. The leukemia's come back, and he had to relinquish the Universal title. And I just want to say, man, I doubt you'll actually hear this, but Roman, man, you as a fan of yours, I hope that you get better and you come back and you come back better than what you did before. And that's a selfish fan of me, but as the person, Joe and I hope you get over this because I know you just had twin boys and you have a daughter and a wife, and I just want you to get through this, man. Fuck cancer, man. Honestly, cancer is disgusting. I hate that you are going through this, and for it to happen to somebody like you, man, I know you go through a lot. If you don't know, Roman Reigns is since probably about 2014, 2015, he's been booed every night, everywhere he goes, and he's a good guy, and his character is a good guy, I should say. For the people that are in the know, he's a babyface, but he gets booed due to the fact that he's not who the audience thought should be, like, the guy. They thought he was another version of John Cena, and what that means is that he's like, basically he wins all the time and people don't necessarily want him to win all the time. So he gets what they call in the business as a push, and that is you get to go. You get more time on air. You get longer matches. You get more high profile matches. You get more mic time. You get championships. You get the adoration, things of that nature. And he's been pushed, and I can agree that he's been pushed a little unfairly as compared to everybody else. The audience has made it clear that he's not who they think should be the person there, but the fact that we know that this man has overcame cancer and is going to overcome cancer again tells me everything I needed to know, that Roman Reigns is a true warrior, man, and I think that he will get through this, and he will be back. He definitely will be missed, and this may be too soon, but I would like to know who's going to take his spot, because from all accounts, from what I've heard, he's a locker room leader, and he is someone that is like he was willing to go to bat for you. He's willing to go to war for you. He's willing to take a bullet for you. He's willing to kick people off of buses if they're disturbing the rest of his crew. He's willing to carry the torch for the WWE, and he's willing to do anything that the company asks him. He's willing to do anything that the fans ask of him, and I mean, you can't ask for a better person. I guess you can't. On the same token, you can't ask for a better person to actually expect to go through this and come out victorious. So This is kind of a long-winded support piece, and I know a lot of people don't watch wrestling, but man, cancer is a bitch, and it's not. It is unfair that a lot of people can't pick and choose who get cancer or I won't say who gets cancer, but who when you get cancer, you can't. There's no way of not telling when this is going to happen. A lot of times it just happens. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. A lot of times, and from all accounts, Roman Reigns is a hell of an athlete, hell of a worker. That's one thing you can never take away from him is you can't say he's not a good wrestler. I've personally never seen a bad match in the sense of like, oh, they did a lot of mistakes. You might have seen a bad match of his that just wasn't entertaining, but I've never seen him make any mistakes in the ring as he's become a veteran. So again, this is a long-winded support piece, but I just wanted to say fuck cancer, and Roman Reigns, you definitely have my support, and you have anybody here from Antisocial Media, you have our support as well. So get well soon, and definitely can't wait for you to come back. To go from an incredibly sad topic to let's turn this thing back up. Let's jump into my favorite segment, probably yours. This is Unpopular Opinion time. And this week for Unpopular Opinion, I just want to start by saying currently I'm 7 episodes into the first season of this actual show that I think is extremely overrated and boring. I have not seen anything that has intrigued me. I do recognize that it's only 7 episodes into the first season, and I need to give it more of a shot and more of a chance. I want to make it clear that it's not going over my head. This show is not going over my head. And I also want to make it clear that I'm just not interested in the subject matter of the show, and that is Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones, next to Orange is the New Black, is probably the most overrated show on television. I think that Game of Thrones so far has been boring. Again, I'm only 7 episodes in. One day I might give it another shot. I've been hearing for however long it's been on. It's the best show on TV. It's compelling, or how the fuck you say that word. But so far, I have not been intrigued. I have not been sucked in. I have not been at all wanting to literally episode to episode. Again, 7 episodes in. I have struggled to want to even go to the next episode. It's to me, it's just not as good as what everybody says. I will agree that the set pieces are amazing. I'll agree with that. I will agree that the grand scale of the show is immaculate. The storytelling, I'll give you credit for what it seems like they're trying to set up. It looks like there's some decent storytelling there. But for overall, I think it's boring. I was told that there was going to be non-stop action. It seemed like there's just a lot of politicking and talking and a lot of nothing going on. A lot of sister fucking. There's no characters. I've been like, you know what? I want to see what happens to this guy. Excuse me. I haven't seen any characters where I was like, I want to see what happens to this person. I'm not interested in furthering where this person goes. I think Game of Thrones, again, next to Orange is the New Black, is possibly the most overrated show on television. That's my unpopular opinion. I just am not intrigued about Game of Thrones. Nothing about it. I'm sorry. I take it back. The wolves, the pet wolves they have are pretty cool. I want a pet wolf. That's probably why I got my dog Riley. If you want to see Riley, go on my social media at Return of Superfly on Instagram. I mean, you follow the Antisocial Instagram page right there, Antisocial Media Group on Instagram. But all in all, I do not think Game of Thrones is that great. I'm sorry. And I've given it 7 episodes of my time, and I don't want to continue going. I've seen plenty of shows that were better than Game of Thrones 7 episodes in. One that comes off the top of my head, Sons of Anarchy, better 7 episodes in. Arrow was better 7 episodes in. Of course, after season 2, it's just the whole show is pretty ass. The first season of Daredevil was good. Second season. I'm really trying to think of some stuff that I've watched. Big Mouth. I don't know if y'all like Big Mouth, but Big Mouth I like better. I'm trying to keep it current, but there's plenty of shows that I've binged that I think are better than Game of Thrones to the point that I'm making it. Game of Thrones is to me. So. That's our podcast for the week. Let me know how you feel in the comments. If you made it to the end of this, my name is Chris Agnew. Follow me on social media, like I said, at Return of Superfly on Instagram. Follow our IG page at Antisocial Media Group. And that was Antisocial Commentary. Thanks for listening.